malaria dey kill beaucoup people in this country. Una want for continue for die from malaria?
Mohammed Bailo Jallo, CEO of Focus 1000, addresses a cross-section of residents of Kalamba, a community outside Makeni, the district capital of Bombali in northern Sierra Leone. He was speaking on the dangers of malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV/AIDS, as well as their preventive measures. This kind of event has been held in spaces like these across Sierra Leone for the last 2 years as part of a routine sensitization around these diseases. Health workers usually conduct mass testing for malaria as part of the events, and those who are found to be positive for the parasitic disease are immediately provided treatment. It is all part of what is called the Static Campaign, a global fund-supported initiative designed to accelerate response to malaria, one of the major public health issues in Sierra Leone and Africa at large. The initiative is being implemented in all 16 districts of Sierra Leone by a group of local and international organizations headed by the Catholic Relief Services. Focus 1000 is co-implementing here in Bombali and 3 other neighboring districts, Karene, Koinadugu and Falaba. From December 14 to 18, Mr. Jallo toured these districts to assess progress of the implementation process. The tour began with meetings in the regional headquarters town of Makeni, where the Focus 1000 CEO first engaged officials of the district health management team.
Well, Focus 1000 has always been there, and of course they've been doing great, they've been doing well. And of course, I think with their own initiative in terms of changing the behavior of people, I think it's a good one, because when we are going for this static campaign, we have been doing what we call, it's not a screening, but we do normally try to test and do some tests and of course try to treat people during the interim. But you will find out that we have less positivity cases now, and of course if you ask people questions, they can able to explain to you what are the ways to prevent themselves from malaria, of course what causes malaria, and how they could take the preventive measures. I think that one is a good one. I think Focus 1000 has did a good job for us in the district and of course the country as a whole, because I know they're implementing in other districts. But for Bombali, I think Focus 1000 is a plus for them.
Sierra Leone is considered a malaria endemic nation. It has a malaria prevalence rate of 22%, according to the 2021 Malaria Indicator Survey. This actually represents a drop from 43% since the previous survey in 2016. However, according to the World Health Organization, the country's entire population is 100% prone to the disease. Data from the Ministry of Health show that over 2 million people visit hospitals annually with malaria, with over 6,000 of the cases resulting in deaths. Children under 5 and pregnant women are the most affected. Malaria poses a significant health burden on countries like Sierra Leone with high transmission rates year-round. And the situation in these rural parts of the country is more complicated. Grassroots campaigners informed the Focus 1000 CEO about the constraints they deal with trying to access hard-to-reach communities, for instance, as well as getting the messages across. Here in Kabore, in the Karene district, health workers are testing volunteers for the malaria parasite after the ceremonial speeches by community leaders and experts.
In any 10 people the way you test, 8 or at most 7 for positive. So then they tell you, see, the burden is still heavy. You know, the burden of the malaria is still heavy. So when you interact with the people, and then they either tell you, say, oh, then we supplied them 5 years back, but they don't get it again. Either don't chair, or some people then don't misplace them. So the burden of malaria is high. Now, most of them communities, more especially Yukana community who hard to reach. And where they can reach them, of course, then they look at the transportation for going to the nearest health facility, and now the treatment don't come at the doorstep. So then they accept and then they roll out with 2 hands. In fact, somebody positive, now at dot they take the particular treatment.
The Focus 1000 team from Falaba joined their Koinadugu colleagues here in Senekedugu, outside Kabbalah, for a similar event. In the audience here was community volunteer Lansana Conte.
First of all, now sickness will be known to affect people in this community. The woman them been die out of malaria, where the awareness no be there. Picking them been die because if picking body warm, Malaria, they shock blood, picking body, the worms, so finally say blood, they shorten. So they lead to die. So, but through the sensitization, so we don't get several training like Focus 1000. Most of the come with the sensitized people, like, they talk to them. The awareness don't, it don't spread. So that don't drastically cut down.
The focus of the Sierra Leone government's anti-malaria response is prevention through regular spraying of homes in communities that are highly prone to mosquito bites, the use of insecticide-treated bed nets or ITNs, and environmental sanitation. The Health Ministry is reportedly working on its next round of distribution of ITNs this year. In mid-December, the government took stock of the first batch of the landmark WHO-approved malaria vaccine. But a major concern for the government and its partners is getting the people to stick to the recommended preventive measures, like the proper use of the ITNs. In many communities across the country, people use the nets for fishing, while others use them to fence their gardens. These are some of the issues the Static campaign has been working on addressing through sensitization. And as the 2021 Malaria Indicator Survey data shows, the efforts are paying off, although some challenges remain. In Dogolia, community health nurse Aja Fanta Fofana says behavior change is the key to controlling the parasitic disease, and she feels this is very much needed in the area of environmental sanitation and attitude towards the use of bed nets.
You can get tent now also. Maybe for use the tent back now one way. Some that tent kid don't dey up all day. Mosquito then kid don't dey. They don't stomp at that tent day. Honest guy just they tell if you get big picky, step in that tent they don't let lay small one inside. Mosquito can dey inside the better. Wake out if you say get tent, you say but me any that they sleep on that tent. So man kid na do tell 11 o'clock he dey with the picky. Mosquito go down better. You go don't get that malaria. You go lead under that tent day. So we can even tell them say that tent not the way to prevent that malaria day. At least you come at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, go inside, make the tent, put down the tent fine, you lead under it, it will be safe from the malaria. And the other thing back now, the environmental cleaning. Most of the environment, they're not too clean, especially this brush, like a mosquito like outside dirty. So we're in the season, they find out if they get high rate of malaria.
Mr. Jallo agrees, stressing that for efforts against malaria to pay off, multiple strategies are required.
So malaria is a very difficult sickness for deal with. So don't say what we talk say we want for eradicate malaria, so we say first. That is not possible. But for control them, that will be try for this. And for do that, not one way no more you do more. You get for use different strategy. One of the things what they do, now they get this test what they test so now. You test them. You find out say the person get them, you treat them. When once you don't treat them, that person they now, you no go get the parasites in body. So even if mosquito bite them, you no go for transfer to other person. That's one way. The second way, now for attack the mosquito itself. So that make they do the sanitation for clean the place, and now you go see say we they spray the houses them also, so that now for fight the mosquito itself. Then you also get the way where they get the bed nets them. Then treated bed net, so that even if the mosquito are there, but you not go for reach to the person. Because for there you get the malaria for there go through. You get forget the person we now already infected person. You get forget the right type of mosquito. That are the anopheles mosquito with the human one. Then you get forget the other person again, when a susceptible individual, where injures the left in body, give mosquito. So if you want for cut that chain day, you get for cut them from either to the malaria part, or you cut them to the sick person part, or you cut them to the well person so that the malaria, the mosquito no able to forget them. So that's what they try for do. It not go easy, but now what I want to say, with this malaria vaccine we don't cancel, artisan will help for push the fight. And if we all do one together, government, NGOs, the community, the parents themselves, I can assure you say, we will for control malaria at this point.
Focus 1000 relies on its grassroots community engagement partner, the Comrade Network, to help in the crucial efforts of community engagement and passing of life-saving messages with the goal of effecting behavioral change. During the tour, Mr. Jallo found time to meet with members of this network.